please. There she is. I see her hand. There she is. Okay. Let's ask to unmute. There we go. You should be able to unmute.
There we go.
Yep. You had it. Touch it one more time.
There we go. Woo!
There
Hi.
you go. Hi, how
Okay.
are you?
I am fantastic. I'm glad to actually
Awesome.
talk to you guys. So, a little bit about me. I was a med tech major in school, criminal justice major, military background. Um, and then I married another veteran as well who has MS. I happened to meet Miss Mary over at an event. She was doing patches, and I was in a chorus, and I went over there, and she did a stability test on me, and I was hooked from that point on. I had been in pain because I have had 6 back surgeries. Um, yeah, I had spondylolisthesis. My spine was like, you're done. I had permanent nerve damage due to a failed back surgery incident. So chronic nerve pain. I had a neuromodulator implanted. Um, it I haven't really charged it in a long time because I can't get my controller to work right. So I deal with pain on a regular basis. I had been sitting in these like horrible chairs all day. She gave me a pain patch and I instantly felt amazing. And I talked to her because I've been trying to find something for my husband who, like I said, has MS. And he recently had a relapse. He has secondary progressive. And he was struggling to get medications. He's struggling with mobility. I mean, he went from working 3 jobs to now he's in a walker, wheelchair, falls, mobility is horrible. Everything that you can think of that comes with MS happened very quickly. Um, his medication was iffy. We were fighting with insurance companies, as you do with certain meds. And I thought, I wonder if this will help him. And Miss Mary kind of told me about, the story of the founder whose mom who had MS as well. And I thought, man, if I can feel this change right now, what can this do for him? So she gave me a whole bunch of samples. She loaded me up. I went home and I said, honey, we're going to try this. I patched him up, and for the first time, he was able to stand up without struggling so hard. He was like, babe, I'm walking from the bedroom to the bathroom without my walker. He was walking faster. Um, and he goes, I don't notice it, but I thought, well, you might not notice it because it's not something you always feel. I said, but for somebody who's been watching you and taking care of you, I'm seeing it. People at church are seeing it. He also has a condition called FND. So every once in a while, his nervous system he'll start shaking. So it's like a twitch.
Mhm.
The other day, I put the peace patch on him. And I use Victory, Liberty. Sometimes I'll throw a piece on there and Defend because his immune system is shot because of the medication. And it stopped. The shaking stopped. He was more stable. He's happier. He's in a better mood. Yeah, it's amazing. And I was like, for the money that I could have spent, I said his medication, we won't even talk how much his medication costs if, insurance and all that didn't step in. But for the price of those patches, for him to have more mobility and feel more stable, 100% worth it. 100% worth it. So, and I use Peace pretty much every day. I tried it, and I have been on anxiety medication and Lexapro, and I probably haven't needed it in over a month. And the other day I didn't have my Peace patch on, and I noticed because I felt like I'd been hit by a depression train. I put my patch back on, calm down, calm down.
Awesome.
It was amazing.
Awesome. That's
So
awesome.
yeah, so we're both, I'm pretty much off my medication right now. He's managing. and doing so much better. And it's just awesome to see, how this tech works. Cause I definitely, I'm one of those nerdy people. I'm like, show me all the medical
Right.
background behind it. And once I realized what it was doing, I was like, done, sold.
Awesome. That
So
is phenomenal. That is
it's
phenomenal.
amazing.
Thank you so much for that story. That is
Thank
amazing.
you.
Your household is completely
Yeah.
different now with all of those changes, those positive changes. That's amazing. So thank you so much for sharing your story,
Thank
Victoria.
you.
That
Thank you for letting
is
me.
awesome. And continue to wear the patches. So I think that
Yes.
you heard from both of these ladies that wearing the patches on a consistent basis is what gets you, because you don't always feel the
Right.
changes. So it's happening in your brain. Lots of things happen in your brain that you don't know that are
Right.
happening. So that happens every day. If you had to think about breathing, you wouldn't have any time for
Right.
anything else. So
Yeah.
definitely thanks for being on. I appreciate you. And so, hey, my thing is,